Man, we've had so many things to talk about this week, and I've just been so busy with the baby. But I love that little boy. He's totally worth my time, but let's get caught up on this 25x and make sure you don't get scammed this weekend. What's up, guys? MtgJedi here. How you doing this morning? I am trying to post 2 videos today because I really think you guys need this information before you start making your plans for pulling shards this week. I do think that the fusion is worth going for. I'm not going to spend a lot of time talking about that in this video, but just as a quick, do I like him? Yes, I do. Now, with that being said, this weekend we're going to get a brand new summon event in the game with this 25x situation. So let me get some images put on the screen. All right, so this weekend, you're going to get a chance to fill in this progressive chance boost with the following champions, okay? You're going to get a chance to fill it in with Stultus, Snicktrack, Nikmo, Cantra, Counterslix, or Theodore. But the thing is, from what I'm being told, you have to pick 3 and fill those slots. As long as that is the case, I have a big problem with this event, okay? Because normally what we are talking about is pulling from a pool of all of our legendary champions. And I went through and calculated there are, I believe, 143 normal legendary champions that you can pull from. But I might have skipped Dark Elves. I think I skipped Dark Elves. So actually, we need to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 more. So really, it should be 156. Okay, and then with the voids, you can't pull Lydia. You can pull Blind Seer, so 1, 2, 3, 4 more on the void side. So that would be 52 voids that are available in the game right now, okay? And the reason why that's important knowledge is because when you are pulling from this pool of champions and they do a normal 10x event, what's going to happen is you have 10 extra copies added. So if you're pulling for Nikmo, then you will have your normal 156 champions plus 10 additional copies of Nikmo in there. So the more champions that are available in the 10x, the bigger the pool gets, which actually hurts you from getting it. So I was talking to people on stream last night, and I've been simul streaming to YouTube and Twitch. So make sure that you're available on Friday night, which at the time of this recording is tomorrow night, because I will be pulling shards for people and hanging out for a couple hours on Friday night on YouTube and Twitch. So you pick the platform that's best for you. Now, for me, when I'm pulling those, we almost never get the 10x. And the reason why is because the pool of legendaries is so big. With 156 legendaries, how are you supposed to get the one you want? Let alone if there's 10 extra copies. So then there'd be 166 champions, and you have like 11 chances to get, well, it depends on, either 10 or 11. But either way, it's such a small percent of, dang, that update came through. It's such a small percent chance to get it. The normal 10x is about 5%, okay, I believe. And chat last night on stream was telling me about Boozer, and he did a video breaking down the math on the summon events. I'd love to get that math confirmed by someone else. But this is an endgame player. He's been playing for a long time. He seems like a smart guy. So big shout out to Boozer, and I will try my best to link that video for you. I'll probably put it in the description so that I make sure that I get it. I have a hard time doing pinned comments. So I'm gonna go update this, but here's what it looks like when you do a 10x. Okay, it looks like that. You take the normal pool of champions and you throw in the 10x champions. In this case, I think the best 3 champions this weekend are going to be Stultus, Kantra, and Nikmo. But obviously, Theodore is amazing as well. If you have to pick 3 of them, then it's like flooding the pool with extra copies of all of these. So if, for example, okay, Hell Hades mentioned the other day he was going to pull for Nikmo this weekend. If that's the case, then he's going to have to contend with extra copies of whatever other champions he puts in the pool. And then if you manage to pull a legendary, then your chance goes up to 15% if it's not one of the 10x champions. But if it's one of the 10x champions that you didn't want, then it stays at 15%. So this is just with the 10x. With the 15x, then you get 5 more copies of each of these in there. So I personally do not like the idea of this progressive chance event, and I think that it's another way to scam us into pulling shards. I need you to be careful this weekend with what you want to do, because is it a better chance than the normal 10x? Yes, it is. By definition, it's a 15x instead of a 10x. And then if you don't hit one of the 10x champions, then it goes up from there. Okay? Now, with that being said, if you are able to target a void champion, this event can be really powerful. So if you're interested in, for example, Tunisia or Ursuga Warcaller, then I don't think you should be. But Tunisia is very good. Ursuga is very good. I wouldn't be going out of my way to pull shards for them. But then if you do that, then it's a significant boost because there's a third of the void champion. Instead of there being 156 void legendaries, there are 52 void legendaries. So if you add 10 copies of 1 or 2 void legendaries, you have a significant boost. Much more than the normal legendaries. So the 10x, I'm pretty sure the 10x is still a lie. I wanted to give you this perspective before you start pulling shards on Friday. And if this is going to help you, please share it with somebody else so it can help them as well. And remember, if you appreciate this, the number one thing you can do with that appreciation is hit the like button so that YouTube will push this to more people and more people can be helped by this topic. So tread lightly. Tread lightly this weekend. I gotta go get ready for work to deal with some angry high schoolers. Give a sweet math test today. You guys have a wonderful day. I hope that this information helps you. I feel like we could talk about this for another hour and still not cover it all, but I think that this hopefully breaks it down for you in a way that's visually like, yeah, okay. And then again, if you get the 15, 20, 25x, you're just flooding the pool with more and more copies, which does raise your rate to pull it, but not to 25%. Like, I want a 25% chance to pull a 10x, to pull the 25x. I want a 10% chance to pull the 10x. I don't want 10 additional chances. I want it to be actually 10%. Because right now, it's not. Okay? So keep that in perspective. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. And I will see you guys. Have a great day.